Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rainbow Warriors offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the veteran, a steady set of hands, Jesse, that sort of feels like a security blanket.
And that's big in a game like this, Reese. As a quarterback, I need to know I have a guy I can throw to when I get into a jam. Who can I count on? It's that guy right there.
Yeah, having trust, because I'm going to throw you the football when I trust you to run the right route, be at the right depth, catch the football. This guy's kind of earned that throughout his career.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Up to 44 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Looking to throw on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on second down. Give to the back. Sweet feet on the move. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Fair catch, called for and made. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough. Stop him at the 31-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to block.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Running back goes in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This is a 3rd and long. Defense playing a bail technique. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
That's caught. It's Perry. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
To the ground with the back. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Rainbow Warriors look to do some damage in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Not the most productive pass for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he could not get loose on the run.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Line gets set, 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find her.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Perry. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
Hawaiian, number 3, with the grab and the score.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll run it from the gun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Forced out of the pocket. He's got him this time. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Finds a tight end down the gut. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Rainbow Warriors have their offense in high gear. Steps away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors will go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? On 1st down, here comes this offense. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays, because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Trevino. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
New Mexico State has it 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He caught it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough set.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Toledo is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over the Royals. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll go to the ground. Got a lot of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Wants to throw on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Right back to him on the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. They'll run play action. On the move to his left. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hines. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Sticks it in his belly. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're trying to get to him. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The defense...
Now,
For the timeout, they want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. He's going to pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Trevino. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
Was incomplete.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, There were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.